Algorand is moving back to the United States from Singapore, and with this move, they are bringing a new board of directors with them. This board of directors is fully stacked with experience. In this video, we're going to break down why Algorand decided to move back to the United States. And on the back half of the video, we're going to do a full examine of these new board of directors. I'm going to give you their background and their credentials so you can see how impactful this new board will be to Algorand, and also what Algorand's going to be doing in the future with this kind of experience on this board of directors. It is phenomenal that the team they put together to make this happen. So let's go ahead and jump into the first news story that comes from Algorand Foundation on X. This came out January 14th, 2026. So go ahead and check out your screen with me and read along. We have new board, new vision. We're happy to reveal our new board of directors at the Algorand Foundation. With this, our move to the United States is complete. Read more on our new board in the blog below. And as you can see here, this is the new board of directors. We have Bill Barhid, Rebecca Redding, Michael Mosier, Alex Holmes, and Stacey Warden. So with Algorand coming back to the United States, we got to figure out why they are doing that. We know that the United States recently under the new administration is very pro crypto, and so many things have changed within this last year of this new presidency. That's one of the reasons, and we'll discover more here in a second. But also, just as you read through those names of the board of directors, if you don't know these people, you're not too sure, okay, well, great, who are they? But I promise you, stick around for the back half as we run through these people, their credentials. It's going to blow your mind, the kind of experience that Algorand just hired on to the Algorand Foundation. So let's go ahead and move into the story as to why they came back to America. We're going to hear from Stacey Warden, which is the CEO of the Algorand Foundation. She states out why she did so. But let's go ahead and read from the CoinDesk article that came out on January 14th, 2026. For anybody that's new here, I leave all of my research down in the description below because I want you to take this research and do something with it and educate yourself further. On this channel, it's called Decrypting Crypto for this reason. I like to break projects down very simply for everybody to understand, so everybody has a great chance to use this information, go reinvest it back in the market as they see fit. This is never financial advice. Let's move into this news story as to why they came back to America. So check it out on your screen and read along with me. It says, what to know. Algorand Foundation will reestablish its headquarters in Delaware after operating in Singapore. A newly appointed board includes executives from finance, crypto, and U.S. regulatory backgrounds. This move signals a renewed focus on U.S. operations and policy engagement. So as the United States is getting back to bringing regulatory clarity to the United States with the Clarity Act, as you know, has been pushed back. We're still waiting for that markup bill to finally make it through. As I said in my previous videos, it's Congress, so don't get too much of your hopes up waiting for Congress to pass the Clarity Act. Use this time to research different projects and position yourself so you can get ready for when that does take place, you're ready to execute your plan. Let's go ahead and keep reading more on as to why they're back in the United States, because they do provide further clarity on this. So check out your screen here. It says the Algorand Foundation said it will reestablish its headquarters in the United States, returning to Delaware from Singapore as a part of a broader restructuring that includes the appointment of new board of directors, the organization said in a press release Wednesday. The nonprofit, which supports development of the Algorand blockchain, said the move reflects a renewed emphasis on U.S. operations as it expands work on areas such as payment infrastructure, asset tokenization, and other blockchain-based financial services. So it's no coincidence that Algorand is moving back to the United States as the United States is entering the new era of crypto adoption for financial institutions and institutions at large, right? And one of the big emphasis and focus for crypto of 2026, of course, is tokenization. And we're seeing that happening at a large scale. So what a perfect time for Algorand to shake things up with a new board and re-enter the market in America. As we are moving into tokenization, now they feel safe to do so. Let's hear a quote from Stacey Warden and then read on more as to what they are planning to do in the United States and some things they're doing for the future of Algorand. So check it out as we continue reading on the same article. It says, by reestablishing our presence in the United States, Algorand is helping ensure United States leadership for the next generation of financial infrastructure, said Stacey Warden, CEO of the Algorand Foundation in the release. The return to the United States and the appointment of a new board are intended to sharpen, rather redirect, Algorand's strategy. The new board includes former policymakers alongside longtime crypto builders and technologists, and is designed to support a clearer set of priorities around financial empowerment and infrastructure. So Algorand stepping back into the United States, re-energized, refocused, and they are coming out swinging. They actually have a plan to form a new council. So let's read more about this new council they plan on forming. And you can see how Algorand is developing and growing. It's amazing how this project has been around for a while, and I feel like it doesn't get enough attention out in the crypto market. So if you like this kind of content, let me know down below. Have you heard of Algorand, or is this your first time checking it out? Let's read on about the story here and provide more clarity as to what the new advisory council is. So check it out. It says Algorand's blockchain is already used by projects focused on real-world financial use cases, including tokenized real estate, cross-border payments, and on-chain lending. The U.S. base is expected to support further growth in those areas. The foundation also said it plans to form an ecosystem advisory council to give developers, projects, and large network participants a formal role in shaping strategy. So Algorand is an open source proof of stake network that you can run your own node on. And I believe you got to have 30,000 Algorand to run your own node, but they are giving the developers and participants of Algorand more of a voice out there, right? They're giving them more support. So Algorand is going to expand as we go into 2030, as crypto really starts taking form when it comes to adoption. So that is the update as far as why Algorand is moving to the United States from Singapore. And as we move into the actual board of directors and we break down their credentials, you'll see how powerful Algorand is going to be in the future just based off these credentials alone and the ties these people have. But before we move into that piece of it, if you like this kind of information, you're 7 minutes in, please hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you like this information. And the reason why I asked this, it's not for my own ego or a clout or anything like that. As you can see here, I'll put a video out on Solana, integrating with X, and it only received 409 views. Now, I'm not bringing that up to say, woe is me. I just want to say, if you like this kind of content from creators, not just my channel, others, it is super imperative that you engage with this kind of content, liking, commenting, something, a thumbs up, anything to show YouTube's algorithm that you enjoy this content and that you want to see more of this. And everybody out there, I know I am, gets frustrated with a bunch of hype, crypto bros pumping a bunch of hopium in your face. And if you want to avoid that kind of thing, it's important that you engage with our content. And let me give you an example of this. I made a video back in September of 2025 just to see if I could make something happen similar to that. And sure enough, if you check it out, this video here was more of a hype video where I more or less posed the question, is it possible for this to happen, the 750 XRP? And I did that to test if I make a hype video, would it hit? And as you can see, yes, hype videos do hit. 28,000 views versus 400 views. This is the kind of thing I'm talking about when I say leave a like, leave a comment, because it really does make a huge difference. And I don't want to do any kind of hype videos. I'm not saying I'm going to. I just want to let you know, as the audience, as the creator, why that's so important to us. So thank you for anybody that has subscribed and the people that always comment and like the videos. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate that. Now let's go ahead and move into the price of Algorand as it is today. So maybe you are curious about this. So check it out. The price of Algorand on CoinMarketCap, and I've recorded this video on January 15th, 2026. So you know when the time frame is. It is at 13 cents right now. What a great buy. And you have a market cap of 1.16 billion. We have a 24-hour volume of 40.97 million. A fully diluted value of 1.31 billion. Total supply is 10 billion Algorand. Max supply is also 10 billion Algorand, with a circulating supply of 8.85 Algorand. If you take a look at the 1 year example here, back in, was this June 2019, I believe it already hit $3.27. But let's not go off of that price. Let's go off this price right here on 9/9/21, where it already hit $2.30. And right now, like I said, it's at 13 cents. So as we look at this, you have an opportunity to buy this project at an extreme discount. And as always, that's not financial advice. I'm not suggesting you do anything with this. I'm just showing you where the price is right now and giving the information, put 2 and 2 together. I am never here to tell you what to do with your money, right? So let's go ahead and take a step into the new board of directors and let's run through their credentials, their backgrounds, so you can see how fully stacked this board really is. And as I went through the research myself, it really blew my mind what these people were done in the past. And with this kind of experience, I'm excited for Algorand over the next 4 to 5 years to see what they do. So go ahead and check out your screen with me. We're going to run through it. We have Bill Barhit. He was the Abra founder and CEO, Goldman Sachs vice president, CIA research development, NASA research development, gave the first ever TED Talk on Bitcoin, frequent speaker at events like World Economic Forum, Mobile World Congress, and U.S. State Department. Let's move on to Rebecca Redding. Rebecca comes from Polygon Labs as Chief Legal Policy Officer, Ave, Chief Legal Policy Officer, serves on the New York Department of Financial Services, DFS, Virtual Currency Advisory Group. Previously served on the CFTC Advisory Subcommittee. Rolling on to Michael Mosier. This is where you really think this team is insane, because Michael Mosier's background blows my mind here. So check out Michael's background. We have FinCEN, Acting Director, Deputy Director, and First Digital Innovation, U.S. Treasury Financial Crimes Enforcement, New York. Office of Foreign Asset Control, Associate Director, Money Laundering and Asset Recovery Section, Deputy Chief in the Department of Justice, National Security Council Director of Transnational Organized Crime, the White House, Counselor, Cybersecurity and Emerging Technology to the Deputy Secretary of the Treasury. We have Alex Holmes. He is the Bitcoin Depot board member, also MoneyGram International CEO and board member. Then wrapping up with Stacy Warden. Stacy is JP Morgan Executive Director, NASDAQ Director, U.S. Department of the Treasury, International Economist. So as you can see, Algorand's new board of director is fully stacked with people that have the experience to really explode this project. So hopefully you enjoyed something with this video, you learned something. Hey, before I move on to let you guys go, if you are somebody that joined this channel because Andrew at Crypto Canvas posted that shout out a couple of days back, let me know down in the comments if you are from Andrew's post. Hit CC or Crypto Canvas just so I know that you guys came over from his channel. That was amazing that he did that. I really appreciate him doing so. So, thank you guys for coming over to this channel, checking it out. So that's all I have for you on this video. But again, please hit that like button, leave a comment down below. Just a simple thumbs up will be amazing. And consider subscribing to the channel if this is something that you enjoyed. That's all I have for you. As always, take care of yourself, take care of the people around you, and become the change you want to see. I will see you on the next one.